What is good, guys? It's your boy Monster Champion. We're here for some more Madden 12 gameplay. In this game, I'm using Stop New Orleans offensive scheme, so tight offensive presence. And basically, the purpose of this gameplay in this video is to show you guys me using the scheme and me kind of talking about using the scheme and things like that. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. We're always going to come out in our base play halfback draw. As you know, we can get to all of our other audibles from halfback draw. We can get to the dive. For instance, we could get to FL drive by using our Z spot audible and then using the deep audible out of the single back bunch to get to the FL drive. So you got to keep that in mind. We can get to all the plays we need to. So the first thing we need to do whenever we come out is, kind of read zone or man. And if we can tell which zone or man it is, that's the first thing we want to do. And then identify, are they blitzing? Are they dropping guys into coverage? You can sort of read that from your opponent. It's not going to stay the same all game. So you just got to sort of get a feel for it. And it's typically going to start flip-flopping. Once you start running, they're going to probably start rushing more guys. Then you start passing again, then they're going to start dropping guys into coverage. So you can just keep flip-flopping all game with them and sort of playing checkers. It's not a game of chess, just checkers. Pretty simple. But you keep making those reads, and then, it's just going to keep tearing them up. Now, the next thing I want to note is when to use the dive and when to use the draw. There's no 100% method I use, but 4 out of 5 times I would say if they're, lined up deep on the outside, like a bunch of guys lined up on the outside, I'm typically going to use the dive. Also, if they got a bunch of guys, blitzing from the outside and things like that, you're going to want to use the dive. Now, if they start dropping guys into coverage, or they're playing zone defense, or they got a lot of guys backed off, things like that, that's when you're going to want to go ahead and bring the halfback draw out. Both runs are definitely effective. I especially like the halfback dive to the left. And as you can see here, he drops most of his guys into coverage and we get 5 yards easily. Right here, we just audible to our strong close play and hit him in the flats for an easy pickup for the first down. And again, we start reading zone, we start reading man. Oftentimes, safeties will get jacked up, especially if they start using the safety, trying to take stuff away, trying to move guys around to stop those flat passes, and those streaks will be wide open. So always watch for those streaks because they're usually there for a really big play. I think we capitalized on big plays like 3 or 4 times this game, so definitely proud of that, and definitely made the right reads there. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the single back versus the shotgun as far as the tights and the snug flips. The key thing I want you guys to note is, we're going to stay in the single back tight for the majority of the game. But if our opponent starts, shake blitzing, if they start user rushing the A-gap, or they got some sort of, A-gap blitz that's really tough, that's going to force us out of the single back tight because we just can't stop it by blocking extra guys or slide protecting or something like that, then we might want to switch to the shotgun. And then once we're there, we're going to make, we're going to be able to use the same concepts and ideas in the shotgun as we do in the single back tight. Obviously, we have our money plays over there pretty much set up already, the circle and the other play, I forget what it's called, Saint Spot Shake, I believe. And, we can use those two, and then, we can also use I believe it's a halfback draw as the quick audible for the run over there as well. So we can use the same concepts and ideas as in the under center, but we use them in shotgun, and we're further away from the line of scrimmage, so we're able to make more, passes. We're able to buy ourselves a few more seconds, and then that quick pass is also going to really slow them down. And then once we get them out of that heat that they're bringing, then we can go right back to the single back. So that's the benefit of having the shotgun and the single back of the tights and the snugs flips. Again, looking at that quick pass there, read the defenders. If you see him go out with him, don't make the pass because often you're going to get it picked off and it's likely going to go back to the crib the other way, and you never want that to happen. So keep that in mind. But if you don't see anybody go with them, or if you see them kind of in man coverage, like right here is wide open, we can already tell it's man coverage, but the safety had to guard him. So we can already read that. Right here, we made a bad read. But, we're back at it again. We're able to get to the outside on the draw. and they didn't get the interception. So we're back running our offense. We're feeling good. Again, we see the man covering him, but he's coming from so far away that it's going to be tough for him to guard him. Again, the flat routes, again, you could tear him up all game if they do not adjust for it. Keep tearing it up. Now you see here he was in the cover 2. The guy's no longer open, so we wait for our slant route to develop. Now see, that's the beauty. You can either bring heat or you can use coverage. You can't do really both at the same time. I mean, there is some plays. Oh my gosh. A kick return? He gone. He gone. I can't believe it. Alright, that's cool though. We only gave up 7 off kick return. We're feeling pretty good. But again, use those flat routes until they stop it. And often that's going to slow down most blitzes anyway, so you won't have to go to the shotgun. But, just keep that in mind. If that somebody's just bringing some heat that you really just cannot handle, you're not used to it yet, you're not up for it, or whatever the case may be, go ahead and get in the shotgun, get them out of that, and then go back to the single back. Now you can bring out the bunch at any time you want, or the strong close, depending on what you're feeling. If you're feeling groovy, you're comfortable in those as well, you can always audible to them. But for the most part, this is the sole tight offensive presence, and we're going to stay tight for the majority of the game, even though strong close is also a compressed set, and the single back bunch are both compressed sets as well. So we're tight all day, staying compressed. Y'all know the benefits of the compressed sets. If you don't, you can read zone, you can read man, things like that. If you haven't seen those videos on how to read man, how to read zone, how to read cover 2, cover 3, cover 4, all that good stuff, be sure to check out those videos. If y'all need the links, leave it in the comments below, and I'll go ahead and link it up. Maybe leave some video responses or put them in the description. So, if y'all having trouble with that, make sure y'all, study up on that, learn how to make your reads, because it's definitely going to be a critical part of running any offense. First thing we do, obviously, is coming out when we're making the reads, deciding what we're going to do moving forward from that. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is your offense putting pressure on their offense. And what I mean by this, I'm going to go over real quick. If you come out, you score 7, and they get 3, they're down 4 still, and you come out and put up another 7, and that puts a lot of pressure on their offense. Now they're down 14-3. That's 11 points. That's 2 possession game. So maybe they're an older guy or something, and they're a smarter player or something like that. They come out and they take another 3 because you stop them. And now it's 6-14. Now you come out and get another 7, and it's 21-6. Now they really don't have the option to, because for one, they know it's going to be tough to stop you, and for two, they know that you're putting up points in bunches, so it's really going to deter them from running the ball. It's going to deter them from kicking the ball. It's going to deter them from punting the ball, and that's how you can really open things up really quickly. Again, do not let off the gas until you know it's over, until you know in your heart that the game is over. Clock and stuff, it doesn't add up for them to win. Make sure y'all do that. I hope y'all enjoyed this game, man, and this breakdown. Till next time, be easy.